Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can automate a website with little to no programming knowledge. Have you heard of MCP? MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. It's a new standard that helps applications provide context to large language models, LLMs. Pretty cool, right? I'll be making a full video on MCP soon, so stay tuned for that. But for today, let's dive into automating a web page using just some simple configurations. That's right. All I need are a few config settings. LLMs and MCP handle the rest like magic. I'm creating a new project. Let's name it Experiment 12 and select this project. After selecting the new project, we need to set up a few things. You should have a GitHub account and the GitHub extension installed. I've already created a GitHub account and installed the Github Copilot and Github Copilot chat extensions. If you don't have a GitHub Copilot account yet, you'll need to create one. Let me double check to make sure I have both GitHub Copilot and Copilot Chat installed. You can find these under extensions. Just search for both and click install. Once installed, the chat option will appear at the top. When you click on it, you can interact with it just like you're chatting with another human. Now, let's talk about the MCP configuration. I'm opening the chat to show you how I configured MCP Playwright. Let's search for MCP Playwright and click on the GitHub link. Similarly, you can find other MCP tools. Just search for the one you're interested in and go to its configuration page. Now scroll down and you'll see the configuration settings listed there. I can either add this configuration manually or just click on VS Code Insiders. I'm using VS Code Insiders. You can check the configuration there. Now let's download the server. It's ready to use. I've already installed it, so I'm not going to click on it again. Let's go to the chat and interact with it. I'll simply ask it to create a framework. Let's see what it does. I'm typing. Can you create a Playwright framework using JavaScript under this folder? You can request any language you prefer. I've asked for Python before. You can ask for TypeScript, Java, or anything else. Let's see if it does what we want. What do you guys think? The cool part is that testing now becomes incredibly efficient. No endless hours of programming. I'm wondering what will be next. Anyway, let's see what this does. It shows me what's needed to create the framework. I can either install everything manually or just click continue. I'm following the instructions and asking it to do it for me. After the initial setup, I ask it to create a test. I request a test that navigates to a website and performs specific actions. Let's see how it handles that. I asked it to navigate to a website and log in using the credentials provided on the page. After a few unsuccessful attempts, it created a working test. It's amazing that I'm literally chatting with it in plain English, and it's doing exactly what I need. It writes tests, runs them, fixes any failing ones, and even generates test results. All of this happens in under an hour. It's making QA folks incredibly efficient, like superhuman efficient. So, if you're in QA or just curious about automation, this is something you'll definitely want to try out. Stay tuned for more.